Welcome to the chapter Water, Our Needs. This slide presents the overview of the chapter. Learning objectives. By the end of this chapter, you will be able to understand the different sources of water, identify storage of water, explain the importance of water to all the living beings on the earth, interpret good habits, explain water scarcity, list the measures to conserve water, explain the importance of water in our life. Now, let us start our chapter with the introduction. We know that water is in liquid form. Water is very important resource which we need to use carefully. Life on the earth is impossible without water. We need water to perform several day-to-day activities. Do you know the importance of water in our day-to-day life? Where do we get water from? Why do we need water? Is water essential for plants? Is water necessary for animals? Is pure water available for all? In which season water in wells dries up? How to conserve water? Let us try to answer these questions and learn more about the importance of water to humans, plants, and animals. Now, let's sing a song on rain. Rain, 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 you are very fine. Buckets full of water flow into rivers. Water in streams flow all through. Run and jump in quick, quick, quick. Rain, 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 you are very fine. Lakes, wells and ponds filled with sounds. Sky glows with rainbow colors. Plant become green, dancing with glee. Rain, 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 you are very fine. We use water every day. But do you know where does the water come from? Let us study about it. We usually get water from rivers, lakes, ponds and wells. The water in rivers, lakes and ponds comes from rain. The water we get from rain is called rainwater. In cities, people get water in houses through taps. In villages, people get water from wells, taps, tanks, ponds, hand pumps and canals and store them for their needs. Here, let us know how water is stored in our houses. We should always store water in clean containers. In our homes, we store water in steel pots, buckets, clay pots, cement tubes, drums, etc. We use this stored water for our daily needs. Let us know the importance of water to human beings. We use water for various purposes every day from morning to night. For example, we use water for brushing, bathing, drinking, washing clothes, cleaning utensils and so on. Look at the pictures and match the following. Here, let us perform an activity to know the importance of water for the plants. Click each tab to know more. Take two potted plants growing in a fertile soil. Water the plant in a pot A regularly for a week and do not water the plant in a pot B for a week. Observe the plants for 1 week and note down the results. After 1 week, it is observed that plant to which we have poured water is a healthy pot A and the pot which we have ignored is unhealthy pot B. The length of the plant in pot A has increased when compared to the length of the plant in pot B. From the activity, it is understood that plants need water to grow. When plants grow, they look beautiful and give us fresh air. Without water, plants would dry and wither away. Hence, we should water the plants at our home and school every day. Now, let us know the importance of water to animals. Similar to human beings and plants, animals also need water for their survival. If they don't drink water, they will die. Make a note. Once a camel drinks water, it can stay without drinking water for a number of days. It drinks a lot of water when available and stores it in its body. Here, let us perform an activity to know what happens when we dip our hands into the glass of water.
Click each tab to know more.
Take 2 glass tumblers. Fill both the glass tumblers with water. Dip your hand in the first glass tumbler and do not touch the water in the second glass tumbler. Observe the color of water in tumbler 1 and tumbler 2. It is observed that the color of water in the first tumbler has changed to light yellow and the water in the second tumbler remain as it is, pure. From the activity, it is understood that the water in which we have placed hands is dirty and the water which we haven't touched is pure. This indicates that we should not place our hands in drinking water because when we play and do different work with our hands become dirty with dust, microbes and impurities. When we dip our hands into the water without washing, then the impurities present in our hands reach the water. If we drink this water, we get diseases like cholera, typhoid, and other waterborne diseases. To avoid these diseases, we should always drink clean water. Here, let us know the uses of pond in villages and its effects. We know that wells, lakes, ponds, canals, and streams contain water. Observe the pictures of a pond in a village. All the villagers get water from this pond only. But this water is not good for health because when the clothes are washed and utensils are cleaned in the pond, more impurities get added to the water. This dirty and unclean water is called polluted water. If we drink this water, our body gets infections and leads to diseases like jaundice, cholera, diarrhea, etc. If the water in the pond is to be used for drinking, then it should be filtered, boiled, and cooled down. Let us learn the good habits that are followed to remain healthy. We have learned the diseases that are caused because of drinking polluted water. In order to remain healthy and be aware of diseases, we should take some precautions. We should have good and clean habits. The following are some of the precautions to be followed to remain healthy. We should take water from the pot with a ladle, garita, and pour into the glass because if we put our dirty hands in water, it can cause illness. While drinking, we should not touch the glass to our mouth. We should lift the glass and drink water. The treated water, which comes from taps and bore wells, only should be drunk. It is safe to drink filtered water. Never drink water in plastic bottles because plastic dissolves in water and water becomes poisonous. If plastic is to be used, thicker plastic bottles only should be used. Knowledge check. Attempt the following questions to check your understanding. Let us find out whether all the people in the entire world are drinking pure water. Pure water is not available to all. Let us consider a situation. There is a tap in Priya's house. They use only the tap water. There is no tap in Pinky's house. They bring water from the roadside public tap. Observe the surroundings of the tap. If we drink this water, then we will get diseases. Make a note. When we mix chlorine tablets or bleaching powder in water, the bacteria die. We have learned that people store water in pots and drums. Some people store water in ranjans. The water in ranjans is very cool. Priya observed a bubble top water can and a water purifier which runs with electricity in her uncle's house. Water purifier removes the impurities in water. Let us know the reason of water scarcity. During summer season, the water levels get decreased. The wells and ponds dry up. The level of groundwater decreases and leads to the decrease of water in the bore wells. The villagers don't get sufficient water. This situation is termed as drought. For these villages, government supplies water through tankers. Here, let us study the precautions that are to be followed for conserving water. Water is present all around us, but very little is safe to use or drink. Thus, it is very important to use this little water very carefully. We should not waste water. During the rainy season, to avoid the wastage of rainwater, a water harvesting pit is to be constructed in every house. The rainwater from different places of a house must be rerouted into this water harvesting pit. This increases the groundwater level. The following are some of the precautions to be followed to reduce the usage of water. Do not waste the water unnecessarily. Use it properly. If there are leaks in the tap, repair them immediately because a large amount of water can be wasted in hundreds of gallons. Turn off the tap when you brush your teeth. This can save 6 liters of water per minute. Water your garden with a watering can rather than a hose pipe. Stop discharging pollutants into water without proper treatment. Take a bucket bath. It takes less water. Let us recall the importance of water in our life. Water is very important resource. Water is essential for all the living beings on the earth to survive. We should not waste valuable water. We should save and use water. Drink only purified water. We must take precautions before using water. Knowledge check. Attempt the following questions to check your understanding. Keywords. List of keywords are shown on the screen. Summary. Let us recap the highlights of this chapter. Water is very important resource which we need to use carefully. Life on earth is impossible without water. We usually get water from rivers, lakes, ponds and wells. Water is stored in steel pots, buckets, clay pots, cement tubes, drums, etc. We use water for various purposes like brushing, bathing, drinking, washing clothes, cleaning utensils and so on. Water is essential for all the living beings on earth. Dirty and unclean water is called polluted water. We get diseases by drinking polluted water. During the summer season, the water level gets decreased. This situation leads to droughts. Water is present all around us, but very little is safe to use or drink. So, we should not waste water. We should see that no water is wasted through pipes, tanks and taps. Read the questions and attempt the answers on your own. You can click Answer for your reference. Follow-up work. Take up the following activities. In which containers do you store water at your home? Discuss with your friends and write what are the purposes we use water for. What are the different kinds of work which require more water? What kinds of work require less water? What other purposes do animals require water for, other than drinking? What should we have to do to have clean surroundings at the public tap? Have you drunk water from Ranjan anytime? How will it be? Fill up a Ranjan with water and observe after 1 hour. What did you observe? Does anyone get water in a water can or bubble tops in your village? Why do they get water from these? Who else has a water purifier at their home? Know the details and write. In some areas, water is supplied by tanker for drinking and other purposes. What should be done to stop the wastage of water? On what occasion is water wasted in a house? How do you prevent it? We drink water every day. Do you know how many times we drink water? Do you want to know? Then do this. Count how many glasses of water you drink from morning to night. Fill the table with the particulars. Test your understanding of the chapter by taking up the mock unit test. You have successfully completed the chapter Water, Our Needs.